Ahead of the October 2024 local council elections in Enugu State, the state's chapter of the People's Democratic Party on Wednesday elected the party's chairmanship candidate for the 17 local government areas of the state. The party had also earlier elected its councillorship candidates for the 260 electoral wards of the state on Monday. This was even as the governor of the state, Dr. Peter Mba, congratulated the winners and also commended the party faithful for their peaceful conduct during the two primary elections. The Wednesday exercise, which witnessed mass turnout of party delegates and stakeholders in the 17 local government areas, saw the eventual candidates clear the polls in most places following weeks of consensus building preceding the exercise, and many aspirants who spoke at the venue declared support for the eventual winners, urging their supporters to vote for them. Yes, sir. Yeah, in Enugu State, led by Peter Mba, we are seeing a primary election of the People's Democratic Party, the ruling party. And so we should suppose that at the end of the exercise, they are ready for the local government elections, being that all aspirants are now candidates ready to go head-to-head with other political parties. As it stands, what do you think might be an upset to the status quo right now? Is there anything that is going to be different from the PDP taking complete control after the elections, or is there going to be any upset as at now, sir?
First of all, before I delve into that, I want to express my worries.
Okay, sir.
Because the beauty of democracy is to create a contest. And the way the trend is going now, it is not to the best interest of democracy. Because where you do not throw the position open for people to contest it, how do you know that the person who is emerging is the best candidate? This has been the problem we are having. And when the person goes in there, the spirit of entitlement will not allow him to do what he's supposed to do. Because I know I am in the system, all the delegates prior to the election may have been, what they do, they would have gathered them in a place, give them envelope, pressurize the other opponent to step down, and they promise them one appointment or the other, and they come, and the whole delegate cast their vote for the person against their will. That is my worry. And if there is no internal democracy in the ruling party, and they are the people that may likely clinch the local government position, looking at the antecedent of RISEC, the State Electoral Commission, the way the election is being conducted. So I think that, first of all, we need to make the issue of, elective very competitive. Let the best candidate emerge. Let the loser accept his loss with the spirit of sportsmanship. Then when the person comes up to enter into governance, he will know that he has gone through contest, and that there is that likelihood that the people may exercise their power as enshrined in Section 14 sub 2 that said that, that sovereignty belongs to the people. How can sovereignty belong to the people when the people are coerced to vote in a certain direction? That is my worry. And I believe nothing different is going to happen in Enugu State.
It's going to be business as usual.
Nothing different is going to happen because it has manifested in the build-up of the internal primaries of PDP. So nothing different will happen. There is that likelihood that they will clinch all the position.
Okay, let's delve in. Let's delve into a little bit into party politics, into the run-up to the primaries.
Yes.
Because there seems to be a disconnect between the announcing of the date for the elections and the primary elections itself.
Okay.
In the primary elections, we know that there are pressure groups. We know that there are stakeholders. We know that there are juggernauts. And with the interplay between them brings up or vomits out, per se, such candidates that might seem entitled and might not be the best persons to occupy those seats, being that the ruling party has sat down with the stakeholders, with juggernauts, and with men that matters in the party. Is there any way, is there anything that could be done within that period of time before the primary elections takes place to be able to ensure that the right candidates come out instead of those that are being favored by the who is who of the parties?
I think, Ray, the only thing I think could happen is to have a vibrant opposition.
No.
If there is a vibrant opposition, those candidates that I feel are vibrant, that we are not favored in that other political party, can defect to another political party to ventilate, their political interest. And that is the only way they may be different. And let me tell you, every local government chairman, every state governor want to ensure that all those that are elected into offices are those that are loyal to him, so that he can enjoy peace in his rulership. So there is no way everybody that may have emerged during the process of the primary are those who are loyal to the governor, Peter Mba. And that is why if you look at, there are 2 returnees. Yes. I think that should be their second tenure.
Exactly.
2 of them returned.
Exactly.
So if they were not loyal, they wouldn't have returned. So first of all, to ensure that the tenure of the governor is secured, to also ensure that the local government chairman is not giving too much headache, the people that must work with him must be those that are loyal to the governor. And that has been the trend of our politics. And that is why at the end of the day, they become rubber stamp to the governor. It is what the governor said that they will do. They will become OES member. And that is the beginning of the toleration of democracy in Nigeria.
Okay, being that the governor has vested interest, and his interest also includes securing his position as the governor.
Yes.
If he doesn't start from the grassroots, that is where discontent, that is where opposition, internal opposition, could rise up from. That could cascade into the loss of his own seats and his own political influence. Do you think there's a way that parties can assure the governor, the party state chairman, and even the local government chairman, per se, is there a way of reassuring them of their positions being intact, and let the choice of the party, let the choice of the populace come out to be the candidates, sir?
Now, if you cast your mind back, you will be able to trace how we got to where we are now.
Okay, sir.
Ordinarily, the way primary elections are conducted from 1999 to sometime in 2007, you'll understand that it's Operation Know Your Leader.
Yes.
At the world level, everybody will come out and line up for a candidate of your choice. The candidate they will stand, and according to where they stood, their supporters will line up. Yes. And an officer from the state, from REC,
yes,
if it is in the River State, will be there to monitor the process. The party agents, they will be there. They will count. Now, what the problem we are having now is the introduction of delegate election. Delegate election is prone to manipulation. Because before you are named, people like us have not made the list of delegate election in our party. We can't make the list. Because they know they will not dictate who you are going to vote. They know in a situation where somebody who have not gone to good secondary school will be made a legal advisor. Who knows nothing about the law. Is he not a square peg in a round hole?
Exactly.
Now, the problem we have basically is the introduction of delegate election. Until we revert back to our original operation, follow your leader. That is when all this will be. But you know their fear. If that happens, the candidate of their choice will lose. Because their candidates are not always popular. Because they are candidates that are loyal to them, but not the best candidate. That's where the problem is. And unfortunately, nobody is ready to change anything. And I also want to say something, that if you check out what is happening now in our political parties, any governor that comes on board, he wants to arrest the soul of the political party. Because if he doesn't have the soul of the political party, he will not be able to dictate who will emerge in the primary. That is why you see some party chairmen, they will remove them overnight with one court order from anywhere whatsoever. Before that person will struggle to get his mandate back, his tenure has elapsed. And before he could come back, the governor would have had his way. So that is the problem we are having. If the parties are allowed to operate the way they are supposed to operate, let the right persons occupy the right position, let it be operation, follow your leader, these abnormalities will be corrected.
Oh, good. Well noted, sir.